Hello and welcome. I made this level tile in ProBuilder and now I'm gonna enhance it. Before I do that, I'm just gonna go through the level, write down what needs enhancement, and then get to it and show it to you live. I guess we're gonna start with this color mismatch and also maybe with the gap. We'll see if that is fixable. Maybe this gap. We are currently on the third level of 3 levels on this tile. So level 3, house floor mismatch. Wall gap, stairs gap. Oh yeah, the windows are too high up. Missed the texture here. And I think we're done for this area. Okay, so next, text missing, top stairs. There's a problem here that turrets that are located there, and there can see you while you go down, so I think we need to protect this area. I think actually we're gonna do this by raising this wall and this wall. Protect descent. And then there's this area where I forgot after moving this to adjust this platform. And then this area is super boring and I don't like it, and we can make it actually more contrasty because that's the theme of the game jam for which I made this level tile. So in the maze, make contrasty. That would be it for this area. I'm not sure about what to do here and what the problems might be. Maybe divide it up more? Yeah, I guess. Divide the circle up more. Okay, and then we have the area down below. And actually one thing I want to do, or at least try, is to make it possible to get up. At least if you are determined and willing to risk dying from falling, it should be possible to get up somehow. Oh, crud. For example, here you can already get up to this level. Okay, so maybe make that a bit more achievable and then somehow connect to the top, maybe through another series of crates like here. Make it possible to get up. Let's see, here I think that's fine, probably. Maybe, yeah, more, put more stuff. Put more stuff, put more stuff. And here maybe as well. And one thing I forgot is I want to make lights possible to shoot, because that's possible in the base game. I haven't done that yet. I want to try it out. Okay, we're gonna start with the house floor mismatch, color mismatch. And let's see, we're gonna go in ProBuilder window, and then also ProBuilder editors, material editor. Here we have Alt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 shortcuts. Let's see if this is Alt 2. Yeah, looks like it's the right one. So we're just going to use that floor color for that. Yeah, here it's the correct one. So the material used here is barrel 2. So that's going to be Alt 5. Alright, that's fixed. So we have 2 down. The gaps I'm going to leave for the very end because I'm not even sure I'm going to fix those. For now we're just gonna lower windows, and that we're gonna do with the face selection. One, 2, and maybe lower these by 1. Yeah, let's test this real quick. Gonna save the changes, open the scene. Level object and set this to this right here. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. Alright, gonna leave it like that. So that's already done. We're gonna leave these two for the very end. So now we're gonna go with level 2 missing texture, which would be down here. And I guess that's just gray. Yeah. No, actually it's gonna be floor to match the others. So that is done. We're gonna extend this now. That's gonna be a nothing task with the face feature, tool. Done. Okay, we're gonna divide the circle up some more. And for that I'm just gonna put another box right here. And I guess over here. And I'm gonna move the spawn point of the goodies over here on this little box, because I kinda like to hide it a little, and I prefer when they are on top of objects rather than just on the floor. So this is the one. Let's move it over here and move it up. Okay, this is fine. I think I'm just gonna move this over here. Well, not move, but copy it. And just put this here for no reason at all. I guess just to be a guiding brick. Yeah, we're gonna do the same over here. And use this as a base for the goodie that this turret spawns. Potentially spawns. So let's call this done, and now we're gonna make the maze contrasty, and by maze I mean this area. And my idea was to just extend this wall to already help with blocking this turret. Seems like a start. Yep, that worked. So let's do that everywhere. And here we're gonna bombard this. We're gonna destroy it, because I really don't like it, and I want contrast. I want there to be contrast. And I think I want part of this to have fallen down. Oh wow, this is a gap. Okay, I'm gonna actually turn off the lights so I can see and think better. What I'm thinking is that this is gonna fall down, at least part of it. And for that we will need this to make any sense. So we're cloning that, putting it here. So this is gonna help with the plan of being able to get up there somehow. I guess let's spice things up by moving this here, duplicating it, rotating it. Looks weird enough. Yeah, okay. Actually, let's rotate this one actually around its center. And now we're gonna figure out how to break this. Okay, so we have a cut tool, and let's try to cut things. Okay, so we did that. This is probably not very great, but let's keep going. Okay, now let's duplicate this. Just gonna test if it worked, yep. And I guess I'm gonna start deleting vertices. Is that not possible? So only faces then? Weird, but seems to be working. Let's put this over here. Okay, and now we just need to connect. What hotkey was that? Fill hole. We also need to triangulate this, I think. There we go. Fill hole, fill hole, fill hole, and fill hole, and also fill hole. Okay, and then we're gonna triangulate these. Triangulate faces. Okay, and here we're gonna delete this face and that face. And we're gonna fix these connections. 1 and cut tool 2. And then just gonna delete that face. Okay. Just gonna run through filling these holes and triangulating these. Alright, so that's gonna be like this here. Something blew this up. And this is gonna fall down and be used as a ramp. Which is way too small, but you know what? We can just make it bigger. I'm kinda shy, so I'm gonna actually do this in vertex mode. And why? Because nobody's gonna notice unless they saw this video. Okay, and the rest of this is gonna be modified as well. We're gonna make this a unpack completely thing. And I'm gonna squish this. Okay, so we have these bent. Okay, that looks fun enough. So you get up there, jump over here, have an easier time jumping on here, and then we'll figure out how to get up from here. Okay, first of all, we're gonna put one of these smashed boxes down here. And let's just pretend that this here construction is so strong that it just endured that. And to make it more legit, let's put whole ones up here. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Really makes it tight, but can't really place them anywhere else. Maybe we'll remove these, but after playtesting. But I do want to smash up that place a bit more. Yeah, let's leave that at this. And we're gonna be lazy and just duplicate this. Move it, rotate it by 180 so nobody notices. Har har. And then we're just gonna move this whole thing to over here. Get rid of that. And then let's duplicate this, put it all up a little so it's closer to the pivot. Figure out how much wider it should be. Fix rotation. Oh yeah, cool, we can just do that. Move that over here. That's a really lazy slob. Okay, and now we're gonna try to utilize this so it helps us get up. Yeah, we're gonna destroy this a little. Yeah, that's good, that's good. I guess we're gonna destroy this a little as well. Okay, I think we're gonna need to have to cut this a little. Okay, that kind of worked. Okay, so that fell ridiculously conveniently. What's going on here? That's too unnatural. So what happened to all that part? I guess we're gonna have to fabricate it down here. And then this got broken. Okay, let's make more stuff fall down. Yeah, we're gonna actually make use of a new shape feature. And we're gonna make a hole in it. A hole like here. Yeah, and lots of stuff fell down. Let's make the actual hole. We're gonna keep making edge loops. Huh, darn it. Okay, so that failed. Let's put that back. And now we're gonna make an edge loop here. What? No, it failed as well. Okay, so we're just gonna make an extrusion, I suppose. No, can't do that either. Okay, so we're gonna make more extrusion, I suppose. Just holding shift for that. Yeah, that kind of works. Seems okay. Yeah, seems okay, seems okay. Although this shows too much of this, whatever this pillar does. So let's put that back above and just blow off more of the pillar to hide it. Because I don't really want to know what the pillar actually does, how it's built into the floor. Oh yeah, and then we can make this a bit uneven. Not too uneven. Okay. I think that's fixed. Yeah, I think I'm good with this area. Let's call it that we made the maze more contrasty. And I think we did protect the top stair descent through this. Probably. Boy, this is uneven. Yeah, this is kind of nicer. So now we're gonna tend to make it possible to get up. Okay, so we already made it possible to go down. We're gonna make it so the destruction reached this area as well. And this is gonna fall down. And then it can be bent like this. And this is gonna move over here. This makes so little sense. Okay, now it makes more sense again. Okay, block, so you have always been here. And your little side blocks as well. That's just how you hang. And then this thing fell down, let's also make these bendy. Okay, let's move this over here. Okay, let's make this a bit more jumpable. And triangulate that. Okay, we're just gonna fake some of this wall as becoming broken in a way that's really useful for this wooden plank to fall onto and hold on to, I guess. Because I'm kinda out of ideas. Okay, so we extruded that as well. Make this real nice and jumpable for no reason at all. I mean, for like no physical reason. This might actually work already. Let's make a bigger version of that, but I'm gonna stick to mesh editing this. Yeah, I'm kind of ready to test this. Yep, this is how things, when they fall down, totally work out. And oh, I like how bendy this is. Totally walkable and workable, and I totally can get up here, and I love it. I love it. This is great. So realistic. Nice. Now this doesn't suck so bad. Although, why ever would I go in this area? This floats. Gotta get it down. This one as well. Man, this is so unsatisfying going here. I need to put another goodie in there. But this, I kind of love this. Yeah, also for going down. Great success. I'm just gonna leave this wall intact. I don't care enough to break it, even though I planned to. Alright, so before I forget, let's put these down. Here we go. Ground level. Alright, the task was put more stuff on naked walls. Yeah, I guess we're gonna just duplicate one of these. Put it right here. Seems good. Also, I kinda wanna use this twice. Oh, it's a different size one. It's okay, we're gonna use the big one. Yeah, let's put this one here. And we're actually gonna put his goodies in the shelf. I just way prefer item piles to be on top of something. Seems good. And now let's have some piece of rock lie on top of this one. So I didn't talk about the story. Apparently something blew this up, and this, I have no idea what. And then somebody put this crate here, cause that could not have survived it. Kind of a plot hole, just like these 3 holes. And then somebody, I guess, arranged these to get out of there from the top downwards, or the other way around? Who knows? It's a mystery. Maybe adjust these a little. And actually this one let's paint in the color of the pillar. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of story of where these blocks came from, because they were stockpiled in this corner. And I don't know, let's put these over here for reason. Always need blocks or containers. So we're done with that, and now let's put some more stuff into the empty hallway. And I'm thinking blocks. Oh yeah, 2 more things plus goodie in hallway, otherwise it's kinda useless to walk there. And also plus goodie in boring labyrinth corner, because otherwise there's no real reason to walk there. I think that's kind of enough. Okay, regarding the goodies, let's find a block and put it on top of that block. Now we're gonna add the hallway goodie. Alright, because I'm still scared of dealing with these gaps. We're gonna skip that for now, and instead we're gonna continue with make all lights shootable. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to check out the original tiles, level objects, to know how they did it. Right, so here we have a situation with this one being a separate object, okay. And it has a mesh collider, mesh renderer. Okay, here we go. I just noticed shootable light is the script. And there's even a destroy effect. Cool. Anyways, I'm gonna copy this and paste it in here. Here it is. Alright, let's see if we can destroy it by shooting that thing. Yep. That doesn't work yet, of course. Okay, First step, turn this into two objects. And we're gonna call it, like here, bare bulb and bulb. Okay, that was easy enough. Let's just set the material here to, first of all, to 1. Glow light. Spotlight, bare bulb. Okay, we need an empty object now. Spotlight is going to be called light. Let's add a empty to that, put it out of there and call it bare bulb. Put all these in there and add a script. Shootable light. Tempting. Airplane blink is tempting. Let's try it out. Super annoying. I really don't know if I want that. I think not. So this is gonna be a normal one, but I forgot to try and shoot it. Yeah! Yeah, sure, I'm fine with that. Just shoot it anywhere. Cool. Alright, let's do that with the other light in this scene. So let's unpack this first. I'm gonna have to divide this up. And bare bulb is gonna be just this. And bulb is gonna be the opposite. Oh, okay. So the problem here is that it doesn't use the right material, I believe. Let's set it to 1. Let's set it to glow light. Cool. Now only wall stairs gap is left. And I think this is gonna be a fail. I think I'm just gonna leave it as it is. But in wireframe mode, I'm gonna select all of these and just try to move it a little bit. But it's not gonna work. Or did it just work? Bit hard to tell. It kinda looks seamless now. Wow. What about you guys? Okay, you are all messed up now, so let's try to fix you as well. It looks kinda nice. This is not seamless, but it's close to perfect. Nope, nope, that doesn't work. This has a gap now, I kinda don't like that. It might be fixed now. Yeah, this is not great. Nope, I don't like this. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that, cause I don't care that much about this aspect. I was ready to accept it as it is long ago. Right, hopefully we can check real quick if I did mess anything up. And if so, I'm just not gonna use the number 5 version, but the number 4 version. But no, it actually looks better. At least the railing. And this gap, that is non-existent now. And with this, we're just gonna have to deal with that. Okay, I actually fixed the stairs gap, but don't care about the wall gap enough. So I'm done with all of these. It works in the editor, but as soon as we export this... So if we go to mod UI and I think that's the one, stand against, load apartments, so I will just spawn midair. And let's respawn again, midair. And if we allow other tiles... Ah, here it is. So here, I think there are even 2 of them. The reason why this happens is because the geometry in this prefab that I created is generated entirely through ProBuilder. But when creating these mod tiles, any script that is not identified is being stripped out. Thankfully, this is quite easy. I used to do this in different steps, exporting FBXs manually and then having to manually re-add all the collision meshes. But if I just right-click this prefab and pick Convert to FBX Prefab Variant, yeah, I'm just going to use it like this, Convert, OK. And now in Tiles Holder, I have to select the prefab in the Assets folder. Not the one in the sub folder, but in the assets folder. And not the FBX, but the prefab. And that alone should be enough. Okay, and here we are limited to only my tile, the new tile. Bam. Alright, to celebrate, let's climb up. Whoa, 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 okay, whatever. Okay, finally I'm gonna show the info here and give it a name. Stand against is like the meaning of the word contrast, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna use the debug folder and I'm gonna create a new scene. This is gonna be IP LDJ screenshots. Just gonna open that. In window rendering lighting, I'm gonna go to environment and pick skybox. Yeah, the one that receiver uses. Just gonna drag the prefab in here. Oh yeah, and what I do have is a script called take screenshot. Yep, that's this script. It's David Arca's image capture CS. Yeah, this might be good. Another screenshot here. Oh yeah, I Control-Shift-F to put the camera where I'm looking at, and Control-P to play, and K to take a screenshot. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have a little fun with this perspective. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 screenshots, plus this, 5 screenshots, that should be enough. Gonna take that JPEG version, put it in here, thumbnail looks like this, not a fan. I accidentally edited the debug version. So here we are. That's the right one, I think. Yeah, it is, because that's the one we tested. Private, description later, and update local data, stand against show info. Yeah, that's the one. Upload to workshop as private. So it's uploaded, and I will just upload screenshots and a description and probably a link to this video here before I publish it, and then it'll be online for others to subscribe and play. Yay! So thank you for sitting through this with me. Me talking to a microphone actually helped me complete my goals. Perhaps I'll see you in another video in the future. Until then, ciao!